Well, we don't really have a lot new to report. I think everybody's sort of trying to do the mental practice that we need to try to get the best possible execution that we can in a game. I thought the players have had a really good attitude the last couple of days about preparing for this game, and they've done a really good job of practicing, giving effort, finishing. We had a really good day today. This is a great opportunity for the players to play against a great traditional team like Michigan, who has a very, very good team and a very challenging team to prepare against, this year. So I think everybody's a little tired of practicing, and everybody's a little tired of practicing against each other. So I think it's time to kind of see where we're at, regardless of what happens in the game. We know what we need to do to work on to improve. I don't worry so much with this team about the character, the attitude, the way they're going to go out there and try to compete. But the experience that we have on the field, the leadership, the intangibles, those things are just going to have to grow with this team, and we're going to have to play well enough and have enough leadership to have the resiliency to overcome anything that happens and compete and play the next play. And that's certainly something that we've always tried to instill in our players. So we don't really have any new injuries to report. Eddie Lacy practiced today, Ron Kelly practiced today, Martin Cooper practiced today. So, I think those guys are all ready to play. So,
questions, Andrew?
Yes. You made a stop in the preseason at the Crimson Caravan in Dallas, and it's an area that's continuously sent more and more people to Alabama. I was just wondering what your impressions were like in that area, and were you maybe surprised at how much of the Alabama presence is there?
Well, we have a great group there. I've actually been there twice to speak, in the Caravan. We had great turnouts both times. We have a tremendous amount of interest, over there with Alabama folks. We do have quite a few people from that area going to school here now. We have a very good presence in that area. They have very good football in that area with a lot of good football players. So I think all those things are important to maybe, helping cultivate another area in recruiting where we can get a player or two. And it's great for our fans in Texas that we're having this game over that way, and they'll have an opportunity maybe to, cheer for the Tide and help us out a little bit.
Coach, number 25 for Michigan, Kenny Devins, the linebacker. Just talk about what challenges he presents for your offense.
Well, he's a really good player. They play hard on defense. They play with a lot of toughness up front. They last year, I know they got a couple different guys playing up front, but their down guys were really quick and penetrated a lot. Their linebackers are very good at jumping over, very instinctive, especially play the run extremely well. And he's an outstanding player, probably one of their best football players, and somebody we're going to have to get blocked and finished on, because these guys don't stay blocked very long. So, but he can run, and he's a very good athlete. He runs their defense pretty much, and they have a really good scheme of things that they do to try to, especially pressures. So we're going to have to do a good job of getting a hat on a hat and finishing the blocks.
Are you doing your walkthrough Friday here, or are you going to do it in Dallas?
Well, we're going to do it here, but we are going to go over to the stadium when we get there, just to let the players kind of, get a lay of the land, see the place. I've been there before, and I think it would be good that they have an opportunity to do that. So, but it's pretty much our routine to go through walkthrough here, and so that's what we plan to do.
Chris? Two things, please. Number one is an Al Borges offense known for anything in particular, and I want to ask you about Kelly Johnson at H-back on top of the depth chart.
Right. Well, Al Borges, we have a tremendous amount of respect for. I played against him a lot, through the years when he was the offensive coordinator at Auburn, and did a really good job. Does a lot of shifts and motions, and tries to give you new looks, maybe to confuse your players, but not really doing anything to confuse his players, because they end up running the same plays, but try to outflank you and use formation shifts and motions to do that. We have a tremendous amount of respect for the job that he's done. I think he's done a really good job of all those things, but also utilizing the personnel that they have. And they've done a really good job of utilizing, what 16 can do at quarterback, and he's a pretty dynamic player, and they certainly feature the things that he can do, but still keep the other elements in the offense that really keep you guessing. Kelly Johnson has done a really good job. He's a tough guy, he's a physical guy, he's a sort of a fullback type by nature, and we have some other guys there that are coming along, whether it's Brent Callaway or some of the other guys that play that position have made improvement too. But Kelly's been in the program for a long time, so he's much more veteran than any of those guys, and he's got a lot of toughness, and he's a good blocker, and he's done a really nice job at H.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I've got to thank you